in the Founderverse, we hear a lot about having an action bias. And I think it's really important and a really valuable insight about kind of like what it takes to quickly build something new while also learning and maximizing your growth in the process, where a lot of what needs to happen in the beginning is just like a ton of data that you need to come in contact with, right? Like there's just so little that you know when you're getting started about like is this actually going to work, and what is it going to take to build it, and how long is it going to take, right? And so the action bias idea, it's sort of like, when in doubt, take some action, because every time you take action, you also get some data, right? Like either it falls completely flat or something unexpected happens and then that leads you down a different path, or you realize that there's some skill that you lack and that you need to go and study up on. But whatever it is, you learn something. Whereas what is often tempting to do is try to kind of analyze our way to certainty, right? Analyze our way to somehow like prognosticating, how would it go if I took this route or that route, without actually going out and getting the data. So I think it's such an important, valuable psychological tool, right? To kind of err on the side of action rather than like rumination. But there's a really big caveat, which is that you need to actually be learning from the action that you take, right? You need to actually have your eyes open to the data. And it's really easy, if we're being unreflective in our action bias, to get really sent down a lot of garden paths by all the other kinds of biases that we know are operative, right? Confirmation bias and sunk cost bias, like not wanting to have to start over because you feel like, well, I've already poured so much into this in the past week or month or year. I'd hate to be wrong now, right? Where you end up wasting a lot more time and a lot more energy, or just like missing really important kind of connections or missing important kind of steps in your roadmap that they're not just going to occur to you if you're just kind of plowing through and not stopping to reflect. So I think of it as like a self-honest action bias where, yes, you're moving fast and breaking things, but you're also like looking to see what you broke and you're learning in the process.